What does this mean to you to actually have this done and get it out here for all of us to see?
Well, it's kind of I feel like a deer in the headlights. To see this, I was just in the bathroom eating a sandwich, okay, and putting on my jacket while I was eating it, because that's the day. We had a technical issue with the movie. We solved it. Then I had 2 minutes to eat and get dressed. So I'm picking my teeth and putting on my shoes. And here we are. That's what it means. That's show business.
We know our audience would want to know the inspiration for the story. I mean,
Yeah. The inspiration is a real life occurrence that happened to me and for me around Robin's spirits shortly after he passed. I felt his presence very strongly in my life. And hi, Barbara. And I followed an instinct at first, which was to say, no, I can't have you. I was just denying him. And then something occurred to me, like, if it's real, why am I denying him? I love him. And we started to do a show, and then we made a movie, and this is where it ended up. It wasn't supposed to be a Hollywood movie. We're going to keep it small, but here we are.
Well, you're honoring his spirit and his legacy.
That's what this is a celebration of that.
For people who cannot be here tonight, where can they see it? How can they find it? What do they need to know?
Starting to stream November 5th on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and 10 other platforms. So you can rent it or buy it. This is just the premiere.
I know there's many things people can take away, but if it's the one thing you would like us to come away with, what would that be for you?
This movie is about love and fellowship. In the end, Robin delivers a message after we go through all this stuff. He comes and does his stage time, and you will see why he finally realizes he's come back to have one more night to say something that he needed to say and have an ending that he needed to have.
And Roger, you're doing it for him.
We're doing it together, yeah. I'm here to help.
Well, you're his channel.
Can I give you a hug?
Yes, you're his channel. 100%. Palestinian girl, I guess.
Very much.
You're one of the most amazing comedians of all time, Tommy.
I get that handle? We were talking about one of the amazing ones here.
He knows you're here, and he knows you're amazing too.
He does. He does. The amazing thing about Robin was he knew when I was going on in the belly room at the Comedy Store. He knew when I was in the OR, like late at night, and I never knew that he was there. And so he'd walk outside when I was going to my car. He'd go, Tommy, oh my God. And he'd be doing all this crazy stuff. And he just said, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Please, just keep going. And disappear.
What's the one thing about his character that you really felt a calling to?
He was made of all love. He was made of all love. He felt so much love that he can channel everything. Like he was wide open like a toddler or like a newborn. They're 1 year old and everything is amazing.
Right.
We're not looking at the grass and the flowers and the bees and the stuff they're looking at. And he sees all of that. He saw all of that stuff.
Yeah. When you're in comedy, like what you guys do, you're taking in all this energy from all of us and giving us so much back. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot that you give out. How do you keep yourself balanced in this arena of comedy? Because it's a lot of work.
Doing comedy. That's my therapy. Well, because I know I know I got the greatest job in the world. My job is happy. I'm a happy dispenser. Someone who works at baggage at the airline ain't. The first thing they hear in the morning is, "Where's bags at?" With me, it's like, can you take a picture with my grandmother? My grandmother, it's her birthday, and you know what I mean? Or, man, I grew up watching In Living Color. It changed my mind about Black people. Or this changed my mind about white people. This changed my mind about Asian people. This changed my mind about everything. And I know that was an outgrowth of Keenen Ivory Wayans, who's a genius, as much as Robin, as much as any of them, and brought that dynamic to the world. Actually, him and Keenen are actually kind of similar because Keenen can channel anything and everything and cycle it into comedy.
Greg, yeah. I heard you're the man tonight. You're the comedy man. You have done some amazing things. So I want to know your 3 highlights. I mean, I know it's a long list, but who's your 3 top ones that you've crafted and found and you went?
Okay. My 3 highlights. I toured the country with Daryl Hammond from Saturday Night Live. I produce an SNL alumni show with a lot of the former cast members. I've gotten to work with David Spade, Dana Carvey, Kevin Nealon. My last show was with Jay Leno, and I just had a show with Arsenio Hall and Tiffany Haddish. So I get to work with these amazing, some of the best comedians in the world, and it's just such an honor. And I love the craft, so I'm so excited to be here tonight. I started off as a theater actor in San Francisco. And I was actually at a recovery meeting. I'm sober. I was at a recovery meeting. I gave a newcomer a ride home, and then he was a comedian. He invited me to a show. All the comedians were terrible, and I said I can do as good as half of these guys. He put me up in my first comedy show. And that was last Thursday was 11 years ago, and today I'm a national touring stand-up comedian. I became a comedian because I helped somebody, and I helped I was of service to another human being.
I know what you do is amazing. We make us laugh. People need to laugh. What's the most exciting thing for you, the passion that drives you to continue doing what you're doing?
You know, I love bringing laughter to people. I want to make the world a better place through laughter and humor. And a lot of my comedy deals with my personal struggles and overcoming life's obstacles. So, you know, my superpower is inspiration, and I mix it with comedy, and I want to make the world a better place.
How do people find you, follow you? What do we need to know?
You can find me at Real Greg Baldwin on Instagram and YouTube.
We're following you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
This is going to be an amazing story. So, what drives you coming from the comedy world? What makes your heart fly?
My heart flies because I feel that Robin would feel so complimented just knowing and flattered, just knowing that someone could actually do what he did. And Robin would meet you and become you. Am I wrong?
Barbara!
Look, see?
Yeah, come on.
He would change. He would just change on you. He was like a chameleon. And such wonderful stories we had. And he was so low key.
Yeah.
He didn't, the reason why he preferred me as an MC is I never said something stupid like, oh, you've seen him on Mrs. Doubtfire and you've seen him on Morgan Mindy. He never wanted that. He just wanted you to say, please give it up for my friend, Robin Williams. That's it. And just wanted to be accepted that way.
This is the best part.
And he was just a fantastic person. And you people need to know that. He was so
Hey, can we have a cup of
great when it came to copying you. Like all of a sudden, he sounded like he was a Swedish and black Jew from Paterson, New Jersey. I was like, ah, you do that, Robin. And always full of energy and love. And I just hope that this film opens another generation's eyes to Robin, you know? That's so important for me. I run the LA School of Comedy. I'm the director. And I have an autograph poster there of Robin. And, you know, they know him so much from television, but to know the person and how deep and how wonderful and what he represented.
He's done so many roles. Do you have a favorite role?
Oh, please, girl.
I know.
It's Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lost it. I couldn't take it. It was just wonderful. I think it was Randy Singer who wrote that screenplay, and we had a chance to chat. And to find somebody that could really take on those nuances, because if you had Robin in Compton, he would be like he's from Compton. He had all that going on at the same time. He knew what to do. Such a talent. And, you know, I was able to speak to a psychologist whose name doesn't come to me right away, but it will. And he had a chance to talk to Robin's son. And he asked him, what were you doing on the day of the tragedy? And he said, you know, I had canceled lunch with my dad. And the psychologist said to him, Robin does not want you to, your dad does not want you to feel guilty for this. You know, and imagine how we don't know as people what people are going through. Just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they don't have a whole lot going on in that file cabinet. You never know what can be pulled.
And you know, it's interesting is that he gave us so much. And at the same time, even with his passing, I think he gave us more.
He gave us so much more in his passing because, again, another generation had an opportunity to enjoy him and want to see him. He would have, let me tell you, had we been able to get to him, he would have been like Dick Van Dyke, because, you know, Dick Van Dyke is still kicking it up there. Okay? I want to be like that. As long as I can still move a little bit. You know what I mean? I got the Humpty Hump. I got the Humpty Hump.
Well, I can talk to you all night, but share to everybody how to find you, what's going on, what's happening.
Listen, what I'm doing now in Robin's honor in so many ways is I'm working with mental wellness, we can say. We're helping people with mental wellness. And I own the LA School of Comedy, which is located at 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard. Because if we didn't have comedy clubs, the mental institutions would be bursting at the seams. What's so beautiful is that I'm having a chance to work with Barry Katz, who was also a great supporter of this film and produces a lot. And what we're doing is trying to get comedy into the schools to help these kids who are diagnosed with ADHD and being bad and all the stuff that you and I were both called. And Toy, you know, you were out there, but you were just being glam. And I wish you all the luck with your productions and everything you do. And it's always good to see you. And thank you for your coverage.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, on my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. My name is Harry Holden White. That is my Instagram tag as well. I make music. I sing, obviously. I play piano. I'm an actor. I play guitar. I love guitar. Yeah. I did a movie last year with Barry Katz, and he just hit me up and he was like, "Hey, come to this thing. I think you would love it." And I mean, of course, I'm not gonna say no to him. I love him. So yeah, I'm here and I'm really excited. And I've heard a little bit about it, not too much. But I mean, from what I've heard, I'm very, very, very excited. It sounds like a great piece.
Elena, I just want to know, what does it feel like to be part of this?
It's surreal. It's surreal. So we filmed 6 years ago, and then the pandemic hit, and things had to go on hold a little bit, and then it persevered, and now we're here. So it's amazing. Roger's an incredible actor, so to work with him is like that's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
What has been the most impactful moment in this project for you? I mean, I'm sure there were many, but is there something that stands out to you where you go like, this is impactful?
I was just asked this question, all of it. And I know that that's a big general sweeping statement, but the truth is that I have enjoyed every moment from pre-production to production, post-production, the whole thing.
Can we just get a couple?
It's been great. And impactful is exploring possibilities, exploring the what if of, you know, if someone is mentally ill, or is that okay? Is that not okay? And I think that's a good conversation to have, and not to demonize.